Hi, second graders. Today is grammar day, so I'm checking in with you with a short grammar lesson. Today we are going to be looking at homophones. The definition of a homophone is words that sound the same but have different meanings and are spelled differently. They sound the same when we hear the word, but they're spelled differently and they have different meanings. Some examples are bee, like a bumblebee, or bee. Peak, like to peek with your eyes, or peak like a mountain peak. Okay. We have see, like the ocean, or see with our eyes. Meat, like the meat we eat, or meet, like hi, nice to meet you. We have heel, like if you fall down and get hurt, you need time to heal, or we have heel, the back part of our foot. Week, like the days in the week, or the 7 days of the week, or weak as in not very strong. And our last example is tea, like in t-shirt, or tea as in tea that you drink. So today we're going to be working with some examples of homophones and putting them into different sentences. At this point, I would like for you to get your work journal out so you can work through these examples with me. Do your best to write the sentences down as I work through them in the video. And at any time, if I'm moving too fast, go ahead and pause the video and then start it when you're ready to keep going. I'll give you time to get your work journal page set up and I'll get our activity ready to go. Okay, we have 6 sentences here that focus on the super kids and also using our homophones to practice using these words correctly in our sentences. Number 1, Tick will blank glad to find a blank. Now the 2 homophones we can choose for this sentence are bee, as in bumblebee, or bee. Okay, so let's decide. Tick will be, we know it's one of the bees, and we know it's probably not the bumblebee type. So Tick will be glad to find a bee. Number 2, our examples for the homophones are see, as in see with our eyes, and sea like the ocean. I blank a big boat on the blank. So going back to our first example of a homophone, I see with my eyes a big boat on the sea or the ocean. For our third sentence, our homophones are meat, as in the meat we eat, chicken, beef, or meet, as in hey, nice to meet you. I'll blank you at the blank counter. Counter makes me think of the grocery store, and in the grocery store, you've probably seen the meat counter where you can go up and buy different types of meat. That helps me understand that this one is probably going to be the meat like the food we eat. And I'll meet you, as in I'll see you there. So our sentence will sound like, I'll meet you at the meat counter. For our fourth example, we have peek, as in peek with our eyes, and peak, as in the top of a mountain peak. Our sentence is, take a blank at the mountain blank. Okay, mountain is giving me a clue there that it's probably mountain peak, and to take a peek with my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my correct homophones for this example. Our fifth example is heal and heal. The first heal being like the time it takes to feel better if we have an injury, and the second heel being the part of our foot at the back where we walk. The blister on my blank is starting to blank. So when we think of a blister and where you might get a blister, the blister might appear on your heel, the heel of your foot, which is our double E, heel. It's starting to heal or feel better. which is the EA spelling of heel. Our last example uses tea and tea. The first tea being like the kind of tea you drink, and the second tea being like a kind of shirt you might wear. I spilled blank on my blank shirt. I know that between these two teas, the tea that I drink is something I would be able to spill. So that will let me know that my first tea is I spilled tea, T-E-A, on my tea, T-E-E, shirt. That is all our 6 examples for Super Kids Grammar today. Thank you for checking in and following along with me and putting these examples in your work journal. Later in the week, your challenge is going to be to come up with 10 pairs of homophones. You can use the examples from this video, but I challenge you to come up with 10 of your own. Think of different words that sound the same but have different meanings. Go ahead and finish up your activity page in your work journal with these examples. Keep going along with your 2nd grade weekly work plan and check back in for next week's grammar video. Bye!